what I'm trying to understand. So in your case, you said that you shared on Reddit and you got some traction, some feedback. Was this feedback, in your opinion, out of the ordinary? Was like more than you normally get with other kind of projects, or is just like one or two comments?
No, it was a lot of like feedback, a lot of comments. It wasn't like one or two comments. There were a lot of people that was like, "This is really cool. Like, can you do
Okay.
this?" So, but I wouldn't say it was a rocket ship in the sense that it didn't go viral in any sense that now people look for. Right? They're like, if it doesn't get 1,000 users in a week, then it's nothing kind of thing. Um, and so it did take a lot of just messaging back and forth and getting
Okay.
people excited about it a bit more. But it didn't have nothing. But the other thing is I didn't go by I've never done the whole build like many small projects at once kind of thing. For me, I've always that's just my personality. I like to give something, everything, and just be focused on that thing. And so I didn't validate many ideas when I built Tiny. I was mainly like thinking about different spaces, doing some very lightweight designs and trying to figure out what I would like to do for the next like project. And then I just launched this and then went in on it. And so I think Tiny grew very slowly for the first year, but throughout its journey, there were people just complimenting it, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
and they
that's what
want
I mean.
hundreds of thousands of people, and they want like three or
Yeah.
four people, but there was a few hundred people around just complimenting it, right?
That's the
Um,
thing. I'm also not looking for hundreds of thousands. I mean,
yeah,
that would be a completely out of this world scale. But yeah, hundreds of people. It's already.
yeah,
It's I
hundreds
don't
of
know.
people. Yeah.
I've tried so many projects that had like five people. That like for me, hundreds of people for the first go is like it's crazy, right?
Yeah,
It's quite good.
and I mean, Reddit, I think, is a great place for that. Like, we got
Yeah.
our first 200 users, and this was free, of course, right? Like, you couldn't even pay for it, but we got our first few hundred users just from Reddit, and in probably around I don't know 2 3 weeks kind of thing, we were kind of using it. Didn't really measure for the retention or this kind. I just wanted people to come and just have a go with it, right? And that
Hmm.
was cool to see. And throughout the year, after we launched a product con here and there, and started writing blog posts, we got people coming through here and there, but
Hmm.
it wasn't until we found our distribution channel that I
Yeah.
realized, okay, this is
Things
a
took off.
legitimate business that I can invest in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm curious about one thing. So you launched it, and you're saying, I think there was a tweet where you said you for the first year you only make $70
dollars a
dollars
month.
MRR,
Yeah,
right? So that's nothing, right? It's like
yeah,
for most people they'll be okay. This product has no legs to go, and one thing that you said, and I find that very interesting. You pivot the market, and I'm curious to learn how you saw or witnessed that pivot, and what changed in terms of the metrics. Like were like people started paying. What was the shift that you said, "Whoa, wait, maybe this is the market that I need to target"?
yeah. And from the outside, it looks like it's magic, and you just had this like vision, and it just happened. But realistically, that strategy came from one of the building startups 101 principle, right? Speak to your users or just be interacting with them. And so whilst I wasn't on on a phone or on calls with our users, every single site that was uploaded at that point, there wasn't a lot I was looking at, right? Every single support message was going through me, every single comment was going through me. And so I had built up this like just vibe of the product, right? And there was two cohorts, right? There was part of it which was technical, who were just complaining and comparing me to Vercel and GitHub pages and saying, why have you built this? Like, why am I paying for this? It's free. What's the value? And then there's a completely different audience who are like non-technical, learning to code students who are like, this is amazing. I've launched this in like 10, 20 seconds. I didn't know how to do this before. And I was just like, forget those people, like literally the people complaining and the technical people. Let me just focus on the people that actually like it.